What up, everybody? It's Pyro Slays Music, and welcome to the channel. First off, before I get started on this review, do me a favor and drop down in the comments on what your thoughts are on this Blue Lips album by ScHoolboy Q, and that's what we're reviewing today. It's not going to be a track-by-track review by any means. This is going to be kind of a bare basic, just going to give you my thoughts and opinions on the album. I've reacted to it and then gave it a couple other spins to see how I feel. And here we are. So this is the 6th album by American rapper ScHoolboy Q. I previously have had very, very little experience with his music. The reason I checked this album out was because I've heard there was connections between, him and Kendrick Lamar and Absol, I believe, which also has a feature on here, and we'll get to the features here in a second. And so I kind of came into this expecting a little bit more, I don't know why, to be honest with you, but I expected a little bit more storytelling, a little bit more depth lyrically, and what I got was a really, really vibey instrumental in most of these tracks, and some cool flows here and there, but lyrically, this was not a great album by any means, and that was kind of a huge turnoff for me. There's a lot of repetition, a lot of listing off stuff. It's just kind of like didn't grab me by any means. Money and the hoes, and it was just like, okay, all right, I get it. So the repetition in the lyrics was actually a little bit annoying to me, but that should not take away from how beautiful this instrumental really is. Did a great job, like with the vibes and the production. However, there were some tracks that were just straight up rough to listen to for my poor ears. Yeah, I don't know. I think Ohio was the one that I didn't really like. I think that one was the one that had a lot of the instrumental was there was a horn that was like the pitch was a little rough. The yelling in the background was annoying, and the freaking beeps. Holy shit. Were they trying to bring back fucking dial-up sounds from the early 2000s? There were so many beeps in this album. It was like listening to a fire alarm that had a low battery. It was driving me bonkers. Anyways, the features list is pretty solid here. We have AZ Shike, Devin Malik, Lance Skywalker, Rico Nasty, Freddie Gibbs, Absol, Jazzy, and Childish Major. And funny enough, the songs that I came out with were actually that I really, really enjoyed weren't ones that really had features besides that Childish Major feature, because it got me pumped. But Smile, Germany 86, Cooties, Urine 101, Blue Slides, Thank God for Me are the tracks that, excuse me, I came out really enjoying, and they're definitely they've made a playlist for me, but that leaves a good, we had 18 tracks here. So 11 tracks that I felt were either mid or just bad. But I will say I do think the worst thing about this album is the intro. Holy shit, is it long. The repetition is way too much. Now, on the opposite side of things, the outro was damn, it slapped. Like, that goes right in a playlist. That was fantastic. So they kind of counterbalanced each other for me. But yeah, the lyrical content here is what killed me. There just wasn't a whole lot of depth, and I was grateful for the moments there was. And so, like, I don't feel like this is a bad album by any means. Like, back in the day when I was, like, growing up, I remember I had, like, I think it was Lloyd Banks' Rotten Apple, and, like, you were stuck with the CDs you bought. So I'd put it in and give it a spin every once in a while, and I'd come out, like, in a song or two, and I was like, it's a bad album. There's only a song or two off of it that I enjoy. Whereas this, I'm coming out with 7 tracks that I find rather enjoyable. But it was sad because there was potential for me to like it a little bit more if there was a little bit of just spiced up lyrics. Uh, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves of music is when you're repeating either one word or just a few words over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Drives me bonkers mentally. So this is definitely a me thing, and this is strictly me speaking from the point of my tastes. I understand that this guy's probably got a lot of followers and a lot of people who do enjoy his music, but I do want to be honest on what I'm feeling so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I enjoy, what I dislike. I think the saddest track though for me was the one with Absol, because I loved the, I don't know what you would call, I don't know music very well. So the drums in there, holy shit, they were blowing me away, but I just felt like everything else about the song was meh. It just overstayed its welcome in some of these tracks as well. So at the end of the day, I feel like there's a lot of fluff on the album. I feel like it could have been cut down quite a bit, and it would have been a much higher rated album for me. I feel like 18 tracks is quite a bit. Like if this was closer to like 12 and we would have cut out some of these tracks, I think I would have came out enjoying this so much better. But that's just me personally. I think I am feeling a 4.3 here. And if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you drop down in the comments and let me know what your rating is. Or if you didn't like it, that's fine too. Either way, I'm open to trying to understand a little bit more behind this. If you guys have things you would like to fill me in on, maybe I can wrap my head around it a little bit better. But that's where my rating is sitting at. And if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like if you enjoyed the video. And remember, stop the beeps. We don't want the dial-up sound. Stop them.